Alright, chat, YouTube, it's tech time. This time for Grixis Reanimator, a donor deck from Enya. In the one drop slot, we got a couple copies of Spell Pierce to stop our opponent's interaction, 3 copies of Fatal Push for some removal, 3 Unearths to go with our Oculi, and our Psychic Frog, and a couple copies of Satoru for Faithless Looting for discarding Archon, Sire of the Seven Deaths, and Oculi to the graveyard, 4 copies of Persist to return Sire of the Seven Deaths or Archon or Oculi. 4 copies of Fallaji to help fill up the graveyard as well. You can also unearth it. Not too bad. We got 4 copies of Force of Negation over here for a free counterspell. Satoru draws a card every time a creature comes back from the graveyard. So if you have Satoru out, you unearth something, it becomes a cantrip. And Archon, when it enters, your opponent sacks something, discards a card, loses 3 life, you gain 3 life, draw a card. Then Sire's just a 6/6 because when you persist it, it's -1/-1. It becomes a 6/6 with first strike, vigilance, menace, trample, lifelink, breach with ward, pay 7 life. Mana base wise, we got a Blood Crypt, a couple copies of Island, 4 Polluted Deltas, 1 Theater, 4 Scalding Tarn, 3 Steam Vents, 1 Swamp, 1 Thundering Falls, 1 Undercity Sewers, and a couple copies of Watery Grave. Sideboard to feed the swarms for dealing with opposing Leyline of the Voids, which we have ourselves for Graveyard Hate, a couple copies of Meltdown for the Mox Double decks, and Pyroclasm for energy, and Consign a Memory for the Eldrazi matchup. For the past 6 days, we've just been playing Dono decks. Mulligan. Guess his hand's okay. Alright, I'll do a Dono deck for $1 million. 1 million. The Drazi. I don't think I need that looting. I already have Frog plus Unearth Oculus in my hand. Uh-oh. Yggdrasil. You're going to die here pretty quickly. So I think we have to kill him in the next 2 turns. Or at least try to. Okay, they whiffed. Hopefully that trend stays the course. It's like an artifact version of Through the Breach. They tap it to exile the top 3 cards of the library, and then they can pay 4 to put something from it into play with haste. They might be dead if I draw a land. Notable not land Oculus. They block here, they take 6, 11, 12. Please land. We have missed. Oh. We've hit. We did it. It'll push out. Maybe a Fallaji. It breaks the streamer. Trying to stretch. One bing bong is all it takes for me to leave. Alice on one? That's really messed up, man. Not very cash money of you. So we're discarding these three, at least. These four. I think I need all. Well, I guess Force of Negation is useless, right? Because they have Beseiju. I guess it's not useless against Yggdrasil. They have Yggdrasil. Second Force of Negation. Feels good, man. I haven't really kept up with the fires. Cozy's command. I was considering playing Blue Black Frog, but I don't think I'm going to end up playing Blue Black Frog. Oculus, go. Another one. Yep. Yep. Alright, on to the next game. Beseiju OP. To me, energy doesn't feel very good anymore. The only thing that still feels good is the Johnny Goblin Bombardment. And, Guided Soul's Ocelot Bread, but the deck just is so susceptible to Pyroclasm style effects now. Keep this hand in hope. So over. Chalice. Oh, it's not Chalice. Oh, we're so back. Oh, it's so over. What's up, David? Escape Battle Mage. Alright. Escape Battle Mage indeed. Oh, Beseiju. I'm gonna consign this. No, if I discard an Unearth, I just die, right? If they have anything. If I don't leave up Spell Pierce, I'm dead to Through the Breach. If I don't leave up Consign, I'm putting myself at a big risk of getting Kozilek's commanded. Yeah, this Besiege's been a pain in the ass. Okay. Yeah, I could have held for Annihilator. Uncounterable Kozilek's command. Oh, Devour. Yeah, whatever. Nah, I don't have much interest in Underworld Breach. I think Underworld Breach is a really difficult deck to bring. It's better in an open deckless tournament, but in a closed deckless tournament is tough. You have to play around so much hate because every single piece of hate gets you in some way, shape, or form. Graveyard hate, artifact hate, enchantment hate, whatever it may be. Let's take the damage here. Pretty much have to play like a guessing game of what you think they have. No, it is open deck list. Yeah, it kind of came together. I'll see if it's good enough, but it kind of came together. All right, no, through the breach, please. All right. And doesn't seem all that good. But it does have like turn 2 Fallaji into maybe Hardcast Oculus. I don't want to try it. I get a lot of people just being like, what about? And then their pet deck. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't consider your pet deck for the regional championships. I'm sorry. Unless your pet deck was one of those. It's a lot of lands. Considering your pet deck right now, Bunny. Playing it live. Yeah, Brood plays Opal currently. I want to try a build without Karn and with Opal, and then without Opal and with Karn. Yeah, I want to try Mardu Energy today. Today I want to try like Brood Scale, maybe 2 or 3 variants of Brood Scale. Son of a. Yo, Rat, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it. Unlike my opponent, whom I do not appreciate. I think I gotta add like 3. I gotta add 3 to the sub count here. We're at 694. Common Bombardment, Ocelot Pride, Dedge. Gotta play around Blood Moon. I think Satoru's kind of weak here. Does die to like everything under the sun. Ultra Mythology. I also think the blue-black frog decks are just not favored against energy. I think energy is going to be pretty dang popular. I think a lot of people just have energy from like the last meta. It takes very little effort to edit the energy deck into the new meta, even if it's not nearly as good as it once was. Counterspell versus Thoughtseize. I think Counterspell sucks at the moment, but a lot of people seem to be putting up results with Counterspell. Counterspell is still good against decks like Titan. It's just really bad against decks like Energy. But Thoughtseize isn't great against Energy either, so I don't know, maybe Counterspell's just fine. His favorite playstyle type in general, mid range. I'm a mid range gamer. Mid range and tempo. Tempo's got a lot of flash threats. Mid range is a lot of removal. Grab swamp here so I don't lose the blood moon instantly. Mid range is more like sorcery speed, tap out stuff. Tempo's like counter spells, flash threats, flyers is what I think of when I think of tempo. Can't even attack with this frog. Yep. Is a Johnny card good, chat? I can't tell. I just cut all the cables. Don't have to worry about cable management. Alright, better. Alright, now we're cooking. Death by timer, he'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm putting my headphone cable. So I have a headphone or earbud extension cable, and I was wrapping it on the same axis that my microphone cable's on. Put back Force of Negation. So much Eldrazi. So much Eldrazi. Cables are so managed. So unbelievably managed. Eldrazi is going to be a super popular pick for RC. I guess we could do some speed running, huh? Now that the lag's fixed. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We haven't done any because of the lag. Yeah, the lag is looking pretty fixed. By land. Turn 3, they have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 mana on turn 3. Oh man. Ron could never. Ron wishes it could do that. Null Drifter. Yep, Null Drifter. Hey, you can play Shoot the Sheriff over a push. Shoot the Sheriff's a very good card. Except when it comes to killing Ragavan. And it's a little tough. Well, we can Archon here and hope for the best. Doesn't seem like they have Kozilek's command. Discard my entire hand to kill this World Breaker also. Might not be a bad idea, because it looks like they're going to probably take control with the Emrakul soon here. Your turn. Surprised I'm still up on top of my opponent. Spent like the first 4 minutes of this match just fiddling around. Opponent, the lag's gone. The lag's gone. We can't be playing this slow anymore. Devour the Archon. Yeah, the lag definitely gave you like a lot of time just to like chill out and just post up. I'll take my turn when my time comes. Yeah, space out. Start staring into the void. Watch the void stare back at you. Good times. Alright, looking kind of cooked here, actually. I don't think they're in a great spot. I don't think the Sires are necessary. I haven't done anything with the Sires yet, either. I think you'd probably just play with the Archon. I guess I could have not discarded Swamp because I drew the Oculus. But that was the last Oculus. Kind of unlikely. White Black Sewer did win a challenge. I don't know if we're going to be able to cross the finish line here. Put him to 2. I'm probably getting Emrakul. That helps. Yeah, he's like, don't play this deck if you're trying to win. Alright. Three Fatal Pushes. Thinking like Sire's probably not too good here. At least it's Devourer proof, but I mean, S6/6 isn't that good. Let's put board out of Sire, I think. Yeah, you can just put like the first word of the card, like Abhorrent, and it'll come up and show you every card that starts with Abhorrent. You just never spelled it right. Spelling is tough. So is spelling. Yo, Tyler, thank you for the prime the 5 months. Welcome back. I appreciate it. +1 to the sub timer. Actually, +2, right? Yeah, +2. Right, 696. Oh, and Basic Lands gifted sub to Evan. 697. Appreciate that too. Yeah, about 50 years. I'm gonna look about 50 years older. Did I not click submit deck? Holy shit, I'm spacing today. At least I won't be recognized at the RC. I'm staring into the void today, Janini. I'm a big void starer. That's alright. Well, that's made a lot better. And we're probably just gonna persist the Sire. I mean, they could have Kozilek's command now, so maybe not if they just pass. Rumble, Null Drifter, Devourer, Null Drifter, Emrakul, the Promised End. Archaeologist is easier for them to kill, though. I'm just gonna grab the Sire here. Oculus is a faster clock over a few turns, but the Sire's immune to Kozilek's commanded friends. Drifting. Use code LAGBEGONE in the store. Scheduled events will be reposted as of 3 p.m. Pacific time today. Super Qualifier and Modern Madness remain postponed. Sad. Pretty good draw. All access means that you get to play with all the cards till Tuesday. Not free leagues, but you get to build any deck you want. For free. You're gonna sell all the cards on GoPuts? Well, might not work out the way you want it to. I'm just consigning this with Replicate. And if I could sign this, then they're pretty dead, huh? You get a free all access pass until Tuesday, which lets you play with any cards on Magic Online that you want. But when's the next Modern Challenge? Events will be reposted as of 3 p.m., so in 20 minutes we'll find out. Yay. 2-1. I can keep this hand. I think I'm just gonna probably surveil on turn 1 here, though. Reduce mana traders to test for RC. Daybreak gives all access. I mean, it's only until Tuesday, so. Double Lotus. Wow. Okay. I guess I'm just discarding 2 lands. Not looking too good against the Belcher player right now. Belcher being meta is one of the greatest travesties of 2024. Well, could have spell pierced that, I guess. Alright, now we get the Unearth Oculus. I think we're probably gonna die, but hey. We get the Unearth Oculus. 9 p.m. Eastern. So 6 p.m. Pacific. Here comes the Lotai. Lotus. Lotus. So they have 6, 8 mana. 9 mana. Pass. 9 mana pass. Force of Negation. I'm dead. Consigns in. Fatal Push out. Fatal Push does kill what's her face? Meshy. I don't think the Sires are good enough either. Try our best. Take a copy of Meltdown for the low tie. I don't like Leyline of the Void against them. I think it's way too narrow. It only stops Tameshi. Don't like that hand. Don't really care for this hand either. I guess we'll give it a shot, maybe. Actually, I'm gonna mulligan again. Holy. I'm going to 4. Hands have looked real awkward. None of them really do anything against Belcher. I was like looking for a frog on 2. None of these hands had frog on 2. It's like they're leaving up spell snare anyways. Alright. GG. Save me, Fallaji. Cantrip with Satoru, mayhaps? Okay. Oh, SG. It's my 2/3 is Menace, I guess. I don't get enough for the Thunder Trap, Force of Negation. Probably gonna be doing some surveillance here. Yeah, bit of surveillance. Unearth, not helpful. Also not helpful. I could play it, maybe hard cast Force Negation, pay for spell pierce. They're gonna teachings for Whir. And Whir for a Belcher. I guess maybe I was supposed to Unearth Fallaji and then cast Oculus. Hope I draw a blue card at some point. I gotta draw off the Satoru. I gotta draw off of the Oculus. There's so much counter magic in their hand. Yeah, doomed. Hope of Gearper. Prediction time, chat. I could just try reboot again. I don't know. Don't think there was any sort of like actual update that was pushed through. That looks okay. Up against energy. His hand is significantly worse. I think we are dead. Dead on turn 1 to Ragavan. Get a Steam Vent, shock it in, and Spell Pierce this. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh no, my internet. No, the internet. Alright, we're back, chat. The internet went out for a sec there. Looks like all's well, though. Oculus. think I need the Psychic Frog as a blocker right now. On my end, I was gone for a few seconds there. Was that like 10 seconds to cut out? Yep. Babale. Little mini F as a treat. So start by attacking. Discard the Oculus. Saw you panicking. Good. So I was like, no, 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 no. Not the internet. Not now. The lag just got fixed. Why? One challenger back up. Let's take a look. 3 hours. Makes sense to me. Scoop. Alright. Pyroclasm's in. Satoru out. Spell Pierce out. Spell Pierce isn't even that bad, though. It's not great, but it's not bad. Uh, Archon Persistes. It's got a Pyroclasm in it. I think we'll get there. How do you use it? You just redeem it, and then that's all you have to do. Then you start putting cards in your deck. You can put cards that you don't own into your deck. I guess I've been that and persisted next turn. You don't get access to certain additions of cards, but if you use like the most basic version of the card, then you should have access to it. Make sure you set your quantity of card to 0. They fixed it, Fleece. This card's Flage. They're gonna unearth a Hasty Flage, and that's probably just gonna kill me, huh? I'm not convinced this deck needs any more lands. I think it definitely subs Satoru for something else, but I don't think you need more lands. This deck's got plenty of lands. Goodbye, eyeball. Oh, I read that as Tarn. I thought you meant like Scalding Tarn. The M look like RN next to each other. Damien might be okay, yeah. Probably fine. I, for one, just think this is way too many lands. Yeah, I didn't sleep very well last night. Gonna be a long day. Going to 1. That didn't go well. You think Twin and Fear of Missing Out is the worst version of Twin? 100%. 3 lands, 3 Fatal Pushes, and a Force of Negation, huh? Grab the Undercity Sewers. Guess that's fine. People like to bring in Leyline of the Void against every deck. I seldom bring in Leyline of the Void. I think Leyline of the Void is such a bad draw and makes your deck so much more inconsistent that you should only bring it in when it's really good. And not to stop like a single Flage, right? Oh, but I don't have Surgical. I don't have Surgical. Yeah, bring it in for Frog, bring it in for like Hollow 1. Excuse me, Hollow 1. Don't bring it in against like Boros Energy or Amulet Titan even. No, you don't bring it against Frog. Huh? You don't like completely breaking their Oculus and making it so that way the only way they could win is Frog? Yeah, they can't jump the Frog. They just have to like attack with the Frog. And if you have removal for it, their deck becomes so much worse. Triggered my trap card. Second, Persist. Dang, I triggered their trap card. Post Vacuum. That does indeed suck. What it was designed to do. Guess I'll cycle this Unearth. Might be getting this Archon back in a couple turns here. Ideally. Go down into Goblin Bombardment, Flays Showdown. Get past. I don't know if I want to play this Fallaji out either. I probably need to hold up Fatal Push for Hasty Flash. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have cracked that land. I should have held that land for holding up Fatal Push with Revolt. Even see if they can get the Hasty Flash this turn. Oh yeah, I guess they definitely can get the Hasty Flash this turn. Ooh, Force of Negation. Not even sure Hasty Flare is going to be good enough at this point, but then they could Ghost Vacuum, eat my Archon if they kill it. I messed up by cracking that fetch. Man, Showdown of the Skulls is so not the One Ring. Showdown of the Skulls is just infinitely worse. Just lost the 3 out of the 4 cards that they couldn't cast. They only played the land off of it. That card looked terrible. Alright. Little 3-2. I didn't care for the Satorus. I'd probably be the first card I cut and then play like Fatal Push and Unearth number 4. You could also replace Spell Pierce with Spell Snare. And then you could like cut a couple Force Negations maybe. Like 2 Spell Pierce, 2 Spell Snare. Got the Believers.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.